showed the shear. What the hell's wrong with it? Sheep were shorn with sharpened shears that showed the shearer's sharpening skills. The sheep.
You were practicing.
No, it wasn't.
You know, proper manners would dictate that you invite me in.
Suit yourself.
That's a lovely picture. Cute kids. I didn't realize you were married.
One of a number of things you failed to ask me.
I suppose I deserve that.
I'm not married. It's my sister Bonnie and her family. Frank died in a construction accident a few years back.
I'm sorry to hear that. Did he have life insurance?
Life insurance? Do you know where you are? People around here are lucky just to have a job.
There's a job opening up in Congress.
And you decided to put me up for it all by yourself without my consent. Why? In your world, I talk like an idiot, so I must be one?
No, you're not an idiot. That's quite obvious. We never could have accomplished such great things in such a short period of time. You have an amazingly keen ear, and your grasp of phonetics, the way you've mastered your grammar, it's quite remarkable, really. I've never taught anyone like you.
So you think you can drop by and just flatter me a little, is that it?
Flattery is beneath me.
Then what exactly are you doing here?
You have such amazing potential. When I think of the things that we could accomplish, and you have the audacity to accuse me of treating you unfairly, okay, fine. But maybe some of this is your fault, too.
What?
It infuriates me to see how low you have set your own bar. Fixing pipes and carrying kegs is all fine and good, but if you think that's the limit of your capabilities, then maybe you are an idiot.
Elliot? Well, good morning. How are you?
It's great. It's very nice to see you.
I must admit, the office has been a little dull these past few days. Come on in.
I mean, he's toughest guy you ever met. I mean, everybody is. A lot of guys play with Wyatt.
Isn't this cozy?
Oh, Elliot was just teaching me a few hockey terms. Ask me what a hat trick is.
I really wouldn't dare.
Oh, I forgot to ask, how's it going at the beverage company? I'm sure they're so lucky to have you.
The job went to the boss's nephew. You know how it is.
I'm sorry to hear that. I really am.
Oh, so this is why I stopped by. Forgot this.
Is that it? I was hoping that Hannah's apology might make you rethink our campaign.
Apology. That's interesting. She did say that I was infuriating, and then she said it was my fault. And then right before she stomped out of the house, she said that I very well might be an idiot. So, admittedly, you know language better than I do, but I don't think that's what apology means.
Hannah, is that true?
That is an absolute fabrication. I do not stomp.
Granted, but you were supposed to go over to Elliot's to offer him an apology, did you?
In a manner of speaking. At the very least, it was implied.
Yeah, but I certainly couldn't have inferred it.
Oh, you wouldn't even know what that word means if I hadn't been drilling vocabulary into your skull for the last 6 weeks.
Even so, Elliot, you have come quite a long way merely to just return a scarf. So if Hannah were to apologize for railroading you...
Railroading him?
Shh. Would you consider our proposal?
That would depend on the apology.
I see. Hannah?
Elliot, there seems to have been a misunderstanding. I assumed incorrectly that you had enough information to make a sensible decision and join us of your own accord.
See, in that apology, some of the words seem to obscure the "I'm sorry" part.
Well, perhaps you will let me show you what I mean by objectives and sensible decision. This is the educational enrichment program that I chaired for the last 6 years.
So it's like a practice school for teachers?
No, we take educational theories and put them into actual classrooms.
Oh.
Emily and I have been developing a program for the last 2.5 years.
Wow.
Most of the children here come from disadvantaged families where education is not the top priority, so it's important to get the parents involved in the educational process.
Hello, Professor Higgins.
I'm just showing my colleague around the facilities. Elliot, this is Teresa. Teresa, Elliot.
How do you do? So you work here?
No, I'm one of the parents.
Parents have to commit to a certain number of hours of participation.
My son is in the 2nd grade, and that's my daughter over there.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Thank you.
Most of these students suffer from some sort of learning disability.
So you just let them stack cups?
Well, you notice how each cup is a different color with a different number on top? Students with dyslexia, for example, have difficulty understanding numbers in their conceptual form. This technique allows them to associate numbers with structures, and using their hands allows for greater long-term comprehension.
Ariel?
X equals 127.5.
Exactly.